Welcome to Maths and Science by IITIAN channel. In this lecture, we will be taking up a very good example in complex numbers and understanding the complex numbers basics regarding the disk. How a solid disk is represented, like 0 is less than or equal to z minus a less than or equal to b. It's a solid disk. And how an annulus is explained with concepts when some value is less than or equal to z minus b square less than or equal to a. It's an annulus. It's a disk. And if these two are there and there are two unknown values a and b, then we have to find out a plus b where this disk is internally and externally tangent to the annulus. This is the disk. This is the annulus. When disk is tangential, internally and externally, tangent to annulus, then what will be the value of a plus b? That's what we have to find out. Here, z minus a is less than or equal to b and 0 is less than or equal to z minus a. If you see, z minus a, when you make it equal to 0, z is equal to a is the center of the disk. Z minus b square is equal to made to 0, then z is equal to b square is the center of the annulus. And the annulus starts from a 5 and goes up to 5 is less than or equal to z minus b square less than or equal to a, goes up to outer radius a, and this inner radius is 5. Outer radius is a, and the thickness is a minus 5. Just try to understand from the geometry. And d is equal to a minus b square. Distance between the centers. One is at z is equal to a, another is at z is equal to b square minus z is equal to b square. Distance between centers of the annulus and disk is d is equal to a minus b square. In this setup, when the internally and externally disk is tangent to annulus, then what will be the value of a plus b? That's what we have to find out. It's a geometric verification. It involves setting up of the two tangency equations we have to set up. And we have to solve for a plus b. Please try to understand the concepts. I will explain step by step. Please see the video till the end. If there is a value addition because of this lecture to you, then please hype the lecture and subscribe to my channel Maths and Science by IITIAN. Let's move further. What is the question given? Question given is that we have already understood the geometry. I have explained the geometry. Question is like this. There is a disk. Disk is such that it's a complex number. Topic. Disk is such that zero is less than or equal to z minus a is less than or equal to b. We are not aware what are a and b. And What is the annulus? Annulus is equal to 5 less than or equal to z minus b square less than or equal to a. This is the annulus. If problem is given like this, if disk is internally and externally tangent to annulus, given annulus, find, this is the condition, under this condition find a plus b is equal to how much? Only condition given is that internally and externally disk is tangent to annulus. Then how to find out the a plus b value? Here you see, I came back to this again. Here if you see, this is a center line. On the center line, both the centers are lying. And for a disk, z is equal to a. For annulus, z is equal to b square. That is the center of the annulus. Now from this geometry, rather, we will try to develop our concepts and solve this problem step by step. Solution. Please try to understand step by step and see till the end. You will get an unexpected answer. The disk is given as, let me say disk is equal to D. It is given as 0 is less than or equal to z minus a less than or equal to b. In this, whenever any complex number is given in this way, it's a complex plane. Complex number have imaginary number and also real number. This is real axis. This is imaginary axis. Don't call it as x and y. Imaginary axis and real axis. Z minus a. When you equate to 0, that implies z is equal to a. This is the center. This particular part defines the center of the circle. And this is the circle. And let me say we will take some reference, and that reference has imaginary value as 0, and this is the center line reference. Then this will be a 0. Z is equal to a. Now, this is the center. What is the radius? Radius, it starts from 0. 0 is less than or equal to this particular portion. These limits define the radius. Please understand, in complex numbers it will be like this. Between b and 0, the radius is equal to, this is the center of the circle. Radius is equal to b minus 0, that is equal to radius of the circle. Now with this, circle is drawn as a0 and here it is b. 0b, we can rather say. B is the radius. Please follow this. This is the radius, that is equal to B. Now, it's a closed disk. It implies a closed disk. Are you able to follow? Now, the second part is, now let us discuss about the annulus. The concept of annulus is different. Here, the initial value is origin, 0. The radius is b minus 0, that is b is the radius. In this case, in annulus, a is equal to 5 less than or equal to z minus b square less than or equal to a. That implies the meaning of it is, as I told you earlier, this will be center and this will be inner circle radius, that is equal to Ri. This is outer circle radius, that is equal to Rho. And in the previous case, what happened? The inner circle radius is 0. Hence, b minus 0 is taken as directly radius. Now, let us try to analyze. Let us make z minus b square is equal to 0. That implies z is equal to b square is the center of annulus. The thickness of annulus is equal to outer radius minus inner radius, that is equal to TA is equal to a minus 5. Then how to draw this diagram? Develop a habit of drawing the diagrams wherever any complex numbers are involved, so that you will not get confused. This is the center line, this is real axis, this is imaginary axis. Because there are two circles, one is inner circle and another is outer circle. This blue color is inner circle. What is the radius of the inner circle? Inner circle radius is 5. What is the radius of the outer circle? Outer circle radius is a. Then what is the thickness of this annulus? TA is equal to a minus 5. So that a is greater than 5. This is one analysis which I have shown in the front page. The diagram, if you see, z is equal to b square, then z is equal to a here, a minus 5, and this is a, this is 5, and this is the outer radius is 5. This thickness TA is equal to a minus 5. Now, what are the conditions given here? Now, the distance between the centers. This is one center of annulus. This is center of disk. Let me say this is center of annulus. This is center of disk. From the geometry, if you see, the distance between the centers is, the annulus center is b square and disk center is a. They are on the same line, collinear, they are on the same line. Then d is equal to a minus b square. Distance between centers d is equal to a minus b square, because distance can never be negative, it has a positive value only. Hence we have put this modulus. Distance is equal to a minus b square. Because we have taken the both the centers, this one center, center of disk, this is another center, center of annulus, this is equal to z square, sorry, b square, and this is at a, and the distance between them is d. Please try to draw the diagram and understand. Now, another, when they are, this disk is tangential, external tangency and internal tangency. If the only condition given to us is if the disk is tangent to annulus A. When externally tangent, what happens? When externally tangent, what happens? Then whatever this 5 is here, z is equal to b square, z is equal to a here, when this point touches this, that is externally tangent to the inner body. Then distance between the centers, the distance between their centers d is equal to sum of their radii. Are you able to follow this? That implies d is equal to b plus, what is the inner radius? What is the radius of the disk? This will be radius of disk plus inner radius of annulus. That means d is equal to b plus 5. This is one equation. d is equal to b plus 5. This is equation 1 that we have got from the when they are externally, disk is externally tangent to the annulus. When the disk is externally tangent means it is like this. This is the annulus. In this disk will be, how disk will be? Disk will be like this. That means for the inner body externally tangent. This is the D. This is the internal radius is equal to 5 here. This radius is B. That means D is equal to 5 plus B. Now, when internally tangent means for the outer part or outer circumference of the annulus, disk is touching. That means it will be like this. This is the annulus. Disk will be touching like this. This is the R out, outer radius, that is equal to A of the annulus. And this is the radius of disk, that is equal to B. The distance will be this will be the distance. This will be A minus B. Here, the question is both the conditions are fulfilled. That's what the question says. When the disk internally and externally is tangent to annulus, what will be the value of A plus B? That means in both the cases D should be same. Please try to understand. That means here what we have got, D is equal to A minus B. Previously what is the value of D we have got? B plus 5. A minus B is equal to B plus 5. That implies 2B is equal to A minus 5. That implies A is equal to 2B plus 5. This is one of the most important deductions we have got from the given problem. But we know from previous discussions that D is equal to absolute value of A minus B square. But D is equal to absolute value of A minus B square. Can we substitute this value of A here? D is equal to A plus 5 is equal to, sorry, not A plus 5, it is B plus 5. B plus 5 is equal to absolute value of A minus B square. But A we know, everything we are converting into B, so that we will get the value of B. From there we will go to the value of A and we will find out A plus B. That implies B plus 5 is equal to absolute value of 2A plus 5 minus B square. That implies absolute value of minus B square plus 2A plus 5 is equal to B plus 5. It's a simple algebraic problem. We can easily find out if this value left hand side is equal to, we can have left hand side either positive or negative because it is an absolute value. If LHS is equal to positive, what happens? Minus B square plus 2A plus 5 is equal to B plus 5. That implies minus B square 2B plus 5. Sorry, here I am writing 2A plus 5. Here we will write 2B plus 5. I am making regular mistake. That we will correct it. Very sorry for it. 2B plus 5. 2B plus 5. Here also we will change 2B plus 5. Now 5 gets cancelled. Minus B square plus B is equal to 0. Minus B square plus B is equal to 0. That implies B into minus B plus 1 is equal to 0. That implies either B is equal to 0 or B is equal to 1. This is the solution. Because we have said already the diameter or radius cannot be 0 because we are taking a solid disk. From the definition of the disk itself, B is greater than 0. That implies B is equal to 1. B cannot be equal to 0. Then there will not be any problem at all. Once B is equal to 0, then what is the value of A? A is equal to, B is equal to 1, sorry, B is equal to 1, A is equal to 2A plus 5, that is equal to 7. That means B is equal to 1 and A is equal to 7, it is one answer. That is for the positive value. That implies A plus B is equal to 7 plus 1, that is equal to 8. and find as a homework, find second value of A and B and check if they follow the condition of disk being internally and externally tangent to an annulus. And this is answer. A plus B is equal to 8. And it's a very good problem for understanding the basics of the complex numbers and understanding the geometry of the complex numbers. And if this type of questions do come, please answer them with confidence by understanding the concepts from my lectures. Around more than 300 lectures are already uploaded freely in this channel. And if you feel there is a value addition because of this lecture to you, this video to you, kindly hype the video, kindly share the video, and also my channel details to you known people, and kindly subscribe to my channel Maths and Science by IITIAN. I have started my own website. Website is maths&science.com. In this, for the benefit of all of you, I am writing blogs on these problems, so you will get the inner meanings which I was not able to explain in the video because of the time constraints. I am explaining in detail the blocks. In the blocks, there are two subjects which I will be explaining in the blocks. That is, one is mathematics and another is physics. I am also embedding the YouTube channel link there, and also this video links, all 300 plus videos links will be embedded. And in addition to that, I explain in the blogs each and every YouTube video whatever I have published here. In the blogs I explain in detail so that you will understand. The WordPress blog and also YouTube are interrelated now. Now my website is maths and science.com. Please see my blogs also. Encourage your friends to see the blogs also for further understanding of the mathematics subject. Not only these videos, I will be explaining further details also in the blogs. And in this video, I have explained in detail about the complex numbers concepts. And please try to repeat this lecture, this video as many times you want. Please try to understand the difference between the annulus and the disk and finding the tangentiality conditions, applying them and finding the value of A plus B. Ultimately, we got the answer as A plus B is equal to 8. With this, I wanted to conclude this lecture. Best of luck to everybody. Thank you for seeing my lecture. Thank you for viewing my lectures, and thank you for listening to me. Best of luck to everybody. Thank you.